Well, I was just about to record my lovely, beautiful video, and unfortunately, where I am at the moment is a cricket area, and obviously they are running the roller to flatten the cricket. What's the name out? So it's a bit noisy, so you can probably hear that in the background. So I will possibly change location. I don't know. In fact, better still, let's go for a bit of a ride. So I've decided to scrap the intro and just say, here's my nice new bike. It's a Tiger 1200 and I'm taking it off-road for the first time. Here we are. So, new bike. Where do I start really? Why I've swapped bikes. If you've been a subscriber of my channel, you'll know that I had an MT-09 SP. Did 2, 3, 4 sort of tours on it. Obviously Land's End, Wales, then I did Picos and Pennines, and then I did a massive multi-country sort of Belgium, Luxembourg, down into Germany, through Black Forest, to Switzerland, all the way around, back up through France. Great bike. There's nothing wrong with a Yamaha MT-09. It's a brilliant bike in the respect of what it was designed for. Obviously it's not designed for going off-road. I kind of semi had it set up so I could do a bit of sort of gravel road track type stuff with the skid plate and the crash bars, and obviously just for peace of mind, so if I ever get knocked off while I'm on tour, it's not going to completely wreck the bike, hopefully. Fantastic. Loved it, comfortable, everything else. The only downfall was it's a naked bike, even with the MRA front screen, is the fact that basically on motorways or on longer kind of straighter roads, you kind of get blown around a little, which does tire you out. I didn't realise how much it tired me out until I was doing consecutive days and stuff like that, but it did start tiring me out a little. And I thought, right, okay, what else is there? And obviously, as you know, my brother did start with the CB1000R. He swapped to an Africa Twin a little after that, and yeah, so obviously us both being from like off-road background, I thought, yeah, adventure bike. What adventure bikes are out on the market? So looking around, looking at the Tenere 700 firstly, I decided on this beast, the Tiger 1200 Rally Pro. Few reasons why I got this one rather than the 900, because they did bring out a new 900 model, which was almost thinking about it. But I decided on the 1200 because obviously the 1200 has the drive shaft, and after test driving it, test riding it rather, I realised, I thought, you know what, that is really nice the way the drive shaft is, and I thought, you know what, yeah, I quite like that, and the fact that it takes away all the maintenance and stuff when you're doing long trips and stuff like that, which I am planning on doing some long ass tours. Well, I say long ass tours, I've already done a 2,500 mile one, but sort of some good long tours, and obviously I don't want to really worry too much about chain longevity and chain maintenance and stuff like that, so I can pretty much make sure there's fresh oil in it and it should be pretty much golden. So yeah, that was main reason. And two, obviously the power of the 900 is only 100 brake, well just over 100 brake now, which is pretty much, I bet it'll feel pretty much the same as the MT-09, but the MT-09 being a bit of a lighter bike, it'd probably still have that pip to the post kind of feeling of the hooligan that the MT-09 brings to the table all the time, and pretty much chucks it off the table as well. So yeah, so this is why I settled on the 1200. It's great for the power and everything else for doing them long journeys. It is, I bought it technically second hand. I had one owner, previous owner. I was looking at new bikes, but the waiting list for the new bikes were quite high, plus the prices of them were thingy, and I got this for an absolute bargain, and it had the optional extras that I was looking after as well, i.e. the top crash bars, and the heated seats was 2 of the main ones, and then it's got a few of the other crash guards and swing arm guard and stuff like that, which I was going to get anyway. So it was absolutely perfect. So if just by chance the person who sold me the bike is watching this watching my channel, or actually watching this video, or comes across it, thank you very much for the bargain, because I know he had issues trying to sell it because he was switching to an MT10, I believe. So yeah, bought it with a few thousand miles on it. It literally only just been ran in. So yeah, it wasn't like high mileage or anything like that. I have put some miles on it since I've had it. I've been just getting used to it. Right, reason why I've switched to an adventure bike is obviously, the main reason is the fact that I want to do off-roading, and that's what I'm off to do today. I'm not going to go over all the stats of the bike. There's plenty of other videos that goes over the statistics and all the bells and whistles of the bike, so I'm not going to do anything like that. I might do like a long-term review on it, see how I've coped with it, obviously with the weight, the seat height as well, the height, because I am only 5 foot, I'd say 5'9", 5'10" on a good day with maybe some decent trainers on. But yeah, so I'm not the tallest of persons. I'm probably 5'10" with these City Adventure boots on, but it does have the lower preload system, a bit like the BMWs have, to lower the actual seat height and stuff. But obviously that depends on weight and everything else, so it does drop about 10-15 mil for me, which gives me a bit more of a nicer footing when I'm on the roads or when I'm like in towns and stuff. But I generally don't use it that often. I did when I first got it, but I don't tend to use it all that much now. So the plans I'm wanting to do with the Tiger is, the main big one is I want to do the ACTs. I want to do the ACT, preferably the Spain one first, I think. But I did watch the Wandering Hondas. It's a YouTube channel I follow. They're brilliant. They are currently doing the Portugal one. They're not getting the best of luck with the weather, but they're doing that one, which is good. And that looks very interesting as well, especially the first part up north area. That definitely looks interesting. So yeah, it'd be quite a good challenge to do something like that on a big bike, because I know a lot of people worry about being off-road on these big adventure bikes, and yes, they're not exactly the best for off-roading. Don't get me wrong, get me a little fucking YZ252 stroke and I'd be away on any off-road, whether it's a field, single lane, green lane, anything, even just a quarry. So yeah, it's yeah, so it's a bit of a caveat with the whole weight of the bike and stuff like that, but it brings your skill level up, your off-road skill level, because that's all that it downs to. Because as you see these advertisement for these are all getting rode by kind of professional enduro or trails bike riders sort of thing. These guys know what they're doing, know how to handle it, but they've probably practiced off camera for a good few hours when they first got on the bike before they start tail whipping it out and jumping and horseshoeing it and stuff like that, or elephant's footing it, I think people call it. But yeah, it's just down to skill level, and obviously you're not going to progress in skill level until you push yourself out of your comfort zone. And obviously I've done a lot of off-roading, but I know on this big thing it's going to be a lot different, and this is why I'm going to do some off-roading around in Britain where I'm close. If I bin it or crash it or whatever, I'm local and it's not too much of a hassle getting the bike back home. So yeah, so this is why I'm doing it. I'm just kind of getting familiar with it, getting used to the extra weight, getting used to the power, because obviously 150 brake is way too much for off-roading really when you think about it. Something about 40-50 brake I'd say is probably the nice sweet spot. But if you get up to like the 70-ish brake, a bit like the Tenere, you'll find that that's just that little bit better, due to the fact that when you do go on roads, it's a lot nicer because you just got that bit more horsepower to just sit it like comfortably at 60, 70, where a lot of the smaller ones don't really like doing that so much, especially with the gearing usually. Anyway, I digress. So, taking the bike, taking the Tiger off-road. Oh, weather looks quite nice. Too bad, breaking up a little. Okay, so reached my my little trail that I know. So going into off-road mode. I'll keep it on normal off-road and see what that feels like first. Oh, yeah, I'll see what off-road feels like first. Yeah, there's all the warnings. All the suspension's lowering down. Yep. ACAB's disabled. That's, I believe, that's the linked braking system. So yeah. Well, I reckon that's me ready to go off-road. So, first time for everything. Hopefully, I'm not picking the bike up. Right, see if there's any people on the lane first. I don't want to scare too many people on the lane, so it's a bit overgrown, so I can't quite see as far. Well, I guess the bike's going to get wet. So, oh no, I can. Well, 10 out of 10 for the suspension. It's extremely nice ride off-road. It's not harsh or out like that, so yeah, quite liking this. Yeah, it's definitely a nice rutted bit, but I'm going to come back up this way because I want to do it both ways and see what it's like, just to see the technicality of it. But yeah, it's definitely washed out because that was literally lovely gravel road like that last year because I came down here on the MT-09 when I first got the skid pan and everything, when my brother got the Africa Twin, and it was no problem coming down here, but now it's a bit different. So yeah, so far so good. Loving the suspensions, oh, so nice. Dampening that, they've really done well on that. But yeah, I think the throttle control's a little bit thingy for off-road, but we'll see. That might be just me getting a bit twitchy on it because I'm a little tense from being off-road for the first time on a big bike. So yeah, let's carry on. So yeah, definitely definitely a lot gnarlier than it used to be. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, that bit's a bit gnarly, that bit is. So I need to remember not to come up that rut. Thank you. No, just the one. Oh god, yeah, proper gnarly. Oh, I'm in the rut now. I should really lower my tyre pressure. I'll probably do that. Yeah, I'll probably lower my tyre pressure maybe a touch on the way back up. But, whew, yeah, it's not too bad. I can just get to my brake. Just get to my brake with how my feet position feels comfortable on. So. But yeah, stuff like this is lovely. I love it. Yeah, tweaking the throttles just just spins out very easily. Well, coming up, this is going to be a bit tricky, so I quite like I've picked this lane. It's quite nice. The only reason why I know this lane is I've watched Richie Vida come up and down it a few times. Yeah, a few times he came up and down it. So, oh, this is a bit of the muddy trick. Oh, I'll go up this way. I'll cheat. Oh. So. Caution, children, animals and tractors. Please drive slow. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of people don't know if going up or down a hill's actually worse, to be honest. With a big bike like this, I'd say probably going down is probably worse. Yeah, I'd say going down is probably worse. And now it brings you out at Chatsworth House. So then, guys, back up we go. Well, I'm glad I came down it first, because I was going to come round the other way and actually come up it first. So I'm glad I've actually went down it first, because I kind of know a couple of the hairy, tricky spots. So I know, because obviously when you're on the way up, the worst thing you can do is stop. So we shall see. So I'll stay seated for a bit and see how I am with it seated. Just let the bike move under me. Pretend it's light as a feather. Light as a feather. Light as a feather. Still upright, yeah. I'll get down here, get my bike, and it'll fall over. I'll be like, fuck off. Or I'll blow it over when I go past it with the wind.
Hi, so just a quick note. While I was editing the video, I noticed that when I got back on the bike, I accidentally switched it off. I originally left it on when I set my camera up to try and so it didn't lose the settings of off-road mode. Obviously, me switching off and switching it back on, completely forgot and realised that it's defaulted back to standard road mode. And obviously, as you can see, as I'm coming up the hill, I asked for power and I don't get any. Not noticing that it's in road mode, I just thought that's the traction control system kicking in because it was very bouncy, that area, and I was losing a bit of speed, hence why I asked for a bit more. So yeah, so it wasn't so much the off-road, this was pretty much a user error on my part.
Yeah, so I do apologise for that crappy bit of footage, because I did have it in single lens, so that's the way I actually use it. So, well, this next bit's too technical to really be stopping and starting. Forgetting what's name shots. So, put the camera away. Fucking bollocks. Anyway, well, there's the bike. I haven't really showed you the bike, really, have I? It's all nice and clean. I swear when I come out there today. No, it wasn't. I knew it was going to get ditched, so I on purposely didn't clean it. So yeah. Oh, right. So first things first. Change to Off-Road Pro. As much as that turns full ABS off. No, because I didn't turn. That's why I didn't turn it off. So yeah, I just thought it might have changed the setting back, but no, I didn't actually turn the bike off when I went down there. So right, anyway, let's go. Yes, I know ABS. I know fucking everything's off. Jesus. Oh. Oh, that's a bit better. Throttle control's a bit nicer. Yeah, right, anyway. This is where it gets a bit tricky. Because it's muddy. And with mud, with 80/20 tyres on, I've only got the standard Karoo Street on there at the minute. So they are not the best of off-road tyres, but they're pretty decent on the street, so hence the name. But yeah, I'm managing this quite nicely. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it'd be a lot less effort on a nice little 250. It only weighs like 120 kilo. But yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So full ABS off. Yeah. So now the back wheel locks up properly now. I wonder why it wasn't locking up. I thought I wasn't pushing it hard enough or had the clutch in enough, but right, okay, so I'm going to stop talking now and concentrate. Yeah, watch my lines. Throttle control. Oh, I'm going down the ravine, I think. Yep. Yeah, don't fight the bike. Thank you. Answer. Answer. Yeah, what's up, mate? Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, the dog was fine. I've not been out about an hour now, but yeah, the dog was pretty much asleep most of it. Came in sniffing around my room for a bit, a few times, but then obviously just chilled out on your bed. Right, catch you in a bit. Have a good time. Yeah, have a good time. See you later. In a bit. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Right, so quick phone call. Thank you. There's quite a lot of walkers out. It is Sunday after all. So they've moved out of the way for me. Thank you. Oh shit. Woohoo! That was a bit of a bigger bump than I thought. Yeah, I need to remember that I've got a lot of horsepower. So cheers. Oh, all of me fucking boot. Thank you. So, well guys, I'm well impressed. Right, I need to go back up that way, don't I? Yeah. Right, so, put it back into, oh yeah, I forgot, to come out of road, to come out of Pro, you need to actually come to a stop. There we go. Suspension goes back up. yeah, so yeah, I'm not too worried about doing any of the ACT. Yeah, there's probably a few bits that are a bit more trickier than that, but I would imagine most of it is, most of the harder-ish bits are probably like that. So, but yeah, what time is it? Right, I'm going to go into Matlock for a bit of food. Actually, no, I'm not. Or am I? I don't know. I'll see. But anyway, I think I'll end the video here, because generally it was just to reveal my new bike and to take it off-road for the first time, which I'm more than happy with today. Hopefully I've got some half decent shot with my 360, probably not, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, in a bit.